with the event. I know it's so, so special. And you should have your camera on because this is going to be extremely special. I need to unmute someone so that you can meet them. Okay, here we go. I'm not even going to tell you their name because this is going to be special. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Special person, please tell us your name.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Doreen Taylor, and I'm so happy to be here.
Hi, Doreen. So, Doreen, tell us the title of your book, please.
Definitely. It's called Audacious, Thriving Through Trauma, Inspirational Poetry, Bridging the Gap from Trauma to Wealth.
Wow, I love that. Doreen, how long have you been thinking? How long were you thinking about writing that book?
It's interesting. I had a mentoring session done. And through the mentoring session, because I knew there was something in me which needed to come out, something was blocking and I didn't know what it was. So during this mentoring session, which the lady I went to was extremely surprised that I wanted mentoring from her, somebody from my church, because she probably thought I had it all together. No, I didn't. None of us have, yeah? And during that 6-week program, and even though I struggled to get the finance together, I knew I had to do it. So during the 6 weeks program, sorry if I'm repeating myself, I was writing things and she goes, Doreen, that's your book, that's your book. I'm thinking, I said, that's it, without a mother figure. I'm thinking, okay. And then that week, because she'd give me homework to do, I just do extra. I wrote 20 poems in a week.
Wow.
In a week. And I realized that was releasing me from all the hurts and pains. So I kept on saying that year in 2019, I'm going to write a book, like everybody says, sort of thing, you know. And 2020 came, I had other plans. And then obviously, you know what happened in 2020. And I thought from there, okay, Doreen, you need to write this book. Yes, what else are you going to do in the lockdown? You need to write this book. But I didn't know how to go about it. Even though I've got lots and lots of books, and may I add as well, I don't have one poetry book in my house, considering that I've written a poetry book. The only thing near to a poetry book is my Bible. That's about it, but nothing else. So I searched on Facebook and you came along. And I knew it was the right thing. I've been contacting other people. It just didn't feel right. I just didn't discern it was the right thing. And I will say this, you are the right person. So I decided to write my book in 2019 before I get off the points and get overexcited. Yeah, so that's the answer to the question.
Thank you, Doreen. And how did you find the process of writing your book? What was it like?
Well, when I came to the boot camp, I already made a decision because I was a novice. Whatever you said, and if I had to write it all again, I would do that. I made that decision. And thankfully, I didn't have to do that because writing poetry is something I'd always done, but leaving it and coming back, etc. You don't know it's a gift you have till something happens. How did I find it? It was hard work. It was rewarding. I don't put anyone off when I say this, but I was ill through the time. And towards the end of it, I never even heard of this before. I had an eye migraine, eye migraine, which caused quite a few things, which I've noticed, but I knew I had to push. I knew that writing this book, it really incorporates me being audacious through all the things I'd experience from a child to an adult, that I was audacious. The biggest issue was when I had cancer 13 years ago. So that was another issue for me as well, where once you've had cancer, and I am healed and I'm whole, definitely, but it doesn't mean you don't have side effects. So that was the thing for me. I have to do this. I have to leave a legacy for my daughter and for my great grandnieces, which I have. I have to do something to help other people. And one of the things we want to help people, that's all fair and well, but we can't help people without finances. And initially I wanted to do the book for nothing. But when you're spending so much and investing in yourself to invest in other people, it's a bit ridiculous. And each to their own at the end of the day, each to their own at the end of the day. So it was very hard. And I wanted to do the book for my 60th birthday last year. And that's what it is. Because you remember, it's about this time I was doing the Wild Book Camp. So you've only got a couple of months really. And I worked hard and I bombarded Pauline and I just went to find people and whatever, because it just had to be done. None of us know when we are going to move on from this earth. None of us. So let us leave the mark and the legacy, which is the gift which is inside of us. The Bible says a gift makes room for us and brings us before great men, women, people, person. And I've been brought before great men like yourself and these wonderful women and gentlemen on here as well. And people, there you go. And people who've purchased the book because, wow, that's all I've got to say with that.
How long did it take you, Doreen, from the moment that you started and you made the decision, I'm going to do this, to the moment of having the book in your hand?
I think, I know it took probably 10 weeks in total.
Wow.
It might have been 10 weeks. Yeah, I think it was 10 weeks when I got the not for resale. I was so excited that I didn't have any makeup on and I just didn't care. I did my recording and bam, on Facebook. Wow. That's when you know you've achieved something. But I've achieved much. I really have. But this, writing a book, not everybody can do it.
Interesting. I love that. So, Doreen, now that you've finished your book, and it's been some time now, what's changed for you? What's happened for you? What wows have you had? What results have you had since getting your book done?
Well, let's talk about the first wow. The first wow was, if I can bring it right up, Her Royal Highness, Queen Elizabeth II.
Wow.
Sent a letter. That was the first one. And not everyone, it's interesting, not everyone's able to do that. I know the people haven't been able to get their books there. The second one was from another ER, the Duchess of Cornwall. Personally written, that was personal. And that had on their special delivery. Wow. The third person, again, another ER, was Prince William himself.
Wow.
So that's happened. After that, when I launched, yes, I think that I sent those out and got it back before I launched. When I launched, I didn't know how I was going to do it, etc. And I launched on Facebook and I had over 800 views. And people kept on sharing it and people wanted to get to know. And my brother said to me, well, you had your moment of fame. I said, that was not my intention to have a moment of fame. The intention was to come out of my comfort zone and do something different. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't.
Wow. Doreen, if you could summarize your book in a few sentences, what would you say your book is about?
My book is a narrative, poetic and prophetic, yes, prose of poems, narratives of my journey, of encouragement, and also self-help. It's totally different, totally different. I do different. The thing is with people that don't like different, they want the same old, same old. Well, I'm pushing that boundary. And also as well, I wrote in there about 20 women who I paid tribute to, including my daughter. That was a wild thing. She said, "Mom, is this what you think of me?" I said, "Of course." We're always talking and telling people, well, we're not telling them because they're dead, how great they are. Why not do it beforehand?
Mm-hmm.
Why not do it beforehand? So when people read the book, one woman said to me that I've just started reading the book and I'm crying. It goes, "Oh, that's not my intention." Some people, "Oh, I didn't know that about you." Yeah, I've had interviews as well, and people, I've got other people now recorded my book in a short version. I've now got the Kindle out, which I'm, and all sorts of things really. But summarizing the book, it's just a sort of like my journey, but being creative with my journey. So it's not a biography as such, but it's giving, for me, invaluable insight and information, especially for mothers out there. I hear too many women and too many men who complain about their mothers who are now probably 60 and they had them when they're 18, 20. And that age is totally different to when you're 50. So they're going to do things differently. I want people and women and men too to come out of this happened to me and that happened to me. And my mom did this. Sometimes your parents didn't even know what they were doing. Yes, so with my book, especially about the author, where I was 5 and something happened, I was blaming my mother. She wasn't at fault. It was just my interpretation as a child. And as children, we have this interpretation which is far from the truth sometimes. So I hope I've summed up my book. Sorry.
Yes, it sounds wonderful. In fact, what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to very quickly just show us the book. And I would like for you to find a very short poem and for you to read us a little bit of it.
Okay, I'm actually going to read it from my iPad because I've got one here. Actually,
who'd like to hear a short poem from Doreen's book? Tell me in the chat section. Yes, look, a lot of people are waving. Here we go.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make a decision, isn't it? Because there's
so many good ones to choose from. Yeah, there
is. You remember I spoke about the 20 women I paid tribute to. I wrote an anagram of their names to describe who they are. So I've just opened this one here, and it's my very good friend so many years ago, named Ellen, and I called it Graced. And I called it Graced because she's so graceful and so she's helped me so much. So this is the one I'm going to read. Epitome of education, educational for life, smiling and growing in all areas of life, leaping and grabbing life by its horns, walks gracefully in the path of life, launching, boost as never before. Nothing will stop her achieving that goal. Exercising words with wisdom and knowledge, analyzing life in all its entirety. Never leaving her family out, thankful as she embraces life, no matter how challenging it may be. This mother got in regardless of life, pushing through to the higher heights of life. I acknowledge her as a musical instrument, sound in my life, and grateful for her in my former and latter part of my life. That's one of the short ones.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Excellent. Doreen, do you have a final word of wisdom to our upcoming authors?
I will say this. Don't let anyone stop you, especially yourself, from fulfilling the dream of writing your book. You've come on here for a reason, you've invested in yourself. Don't waste your money. Thank you.
Amazing. Wow, Doreen. And I have something super exciting, a life-changing moment, truly a life-changing moment. And you have a package there.
I
want you
do.
to bring it on the screen and show it to us. Okay, open it, open it. Watch this.
I'm a very good, very good person of late as I've got older, because I've got the box here. Here's the box. I'm being very gentle and very graceful and ladylike, because when I have gifts, I want to rip it like it's Christmas. And I won't do that today. I'll be very, very gentle. Oh, right. Okay. Put that there. Excuse me, there's some bits on top. I need to just take it out.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I'm being so good. My family is so amazed the way I'm opening up this box. Oh, how what? Oh, wow. Oh, let me read it to you, because I don't think you'll be able to see the
Doreen,
writing.
I'll announce it. Doreen, I'm awarding you for the Audacious Poetry Book Award. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
For the rest of your life, you'll be known as the award-winning author. Wow.
What? Thank you so much. And thank you for not allowing me to read it out, because I was just excited and just overwhelmed, really. Oh, you brought tears to my eyes, excuse me.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And here's what I want to say. I, Vishal, award-winning author, international speaker, and publisher, know this about Doreen. If you're looking for someone to inspire, if you're looking for someone to motivate, if you're looking for someone to have that edge when it comes to your event, some special occasion that you have, I know Doreen and her book, Audacious, will create that magnificent effect. And your audience and you will be leaving with this sense of upliftment. So I, Vishal, award-winning author, international speaker, and publisher, highly recommend Doreen and her book, Audacious. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful comments. Thank you. Much appreciated. Work hard.
And what's going to happen now is there's going to be a private session for those of you who would love to get your hands on Doreen's book. She's doing a special offer, and she's got a book available for a limited time for this group of people. So if you're watching on a video or recording, reach out to Doreen to get a book. But right now, there's going to be a private room. If you want to get Doreen's book, we're going to open it up for a private room. So if you want Doreen's book, say me in the chat section, and we're going to transfer you through to a breakout room so you can connect privately with Doreen. So just type in me in the chat section if you want to get your hands on Doreen's book. Excellent, brilliant. So we're going to set that up for you right now, and you'll have some private time to connect with Doreen. Thank you again. And we are actually going on a food break. So we're going on a